What's up, guys? Bringing you a full review for the Tav XI. We're going to go 1 to 4 stars here, so stick around and we'll get right into it. Alright guys, jumping into it here, we got the 1-star version to start off. All of these are going to be maxed out, so we got the 1-star level 10 out of 10. You see it there. Perhaps the most interesting stat on this gun is the 520 portability. Pretty basic at 1-star though. You see the ammo's at 25. Pretty short magazine. Reflective of that number. We're going to jump into a training match. Since it is a 1-star, I'm just going to do close quarters camp. We're probably not going to really have the range needed for warehouse and, a longer, maps with longer vantage points like that. So we'll see how we do. We got our Foxtrot helmet, light urban vest, and the Foxtrot pants. Once again, as always, my go-to assault setup there. The light urban vest is nice with the 520 portability. You do move pretty good with this gun. That's the same portability as the CQR. Showing you the swap speed real quick. Not terrible. You can switch to your secondary. I got my KG-18 secondary. You can switch pretty quick and start shooting pretty quick. Weapons like the LMGs, the KPK is going to take a bit longer to swap to your secondary and start shooting with it. So something to bear in mind. Just another factor in picking your loadouts and stuff. But as I was saying, got the same portability as the CQR 2000, both the regular edition, the Charlie edition, and the Atom edition. The CQR used to be 560, I believe, and they brought that down as, at the same time that this gun was introduced. Also, at the same time this gun was introduced, they lowered the portability by 100 points on the AG-10, speaking of which, we just got killed by it. And they lowered the portability of the A500 by 20 points, I believe. It's definitely down, I know. I just don't know the exact number. I think it was 20 points, but my point being that the introducing a new assault rifle at 520 portability, maybe it's their thinking is that it kind of fills in that gap, I guess, of a more portable assault rifle, but it's not as good as the CQR 2000. I mean, hopefully that's obvious. The CQR 2000 is a Charlie weapon. Charlie weapons tend to be, not only harder to get, but, pretty good guns in the game. So the Tav XI, Tav 11, I don't know. I forget what I was going to say. But we got our... We'll show you the 2-star version. Obviously the level 1 is max, so we got another level 1 so we can take it to a 2-star. We'll do that. It looks like we just added a suppressor on the front. Still 25 ammo. Obviously portability, it doesn't change, things like that. But now we got our 2-star all maxed out. You see it there. Damage and rate of fire around 2200, 1200 accuracy, 1200 stability, and 1800 range. So nothing crazy, even, just off the top of my head, in my last, the 1-star A500 veteran review, I believe that had like 2400 range. So that kind of gives you an idea, at a 2-star maxed out, we're still not above the A500 1-star veteran. Obviously I can't compare all the guns and whatever off, just off the top of my head. I guess in theory I could look at them while I record this video, but anyway, at least that one example can give you an idea. This weapon is not going to be the next A500, not going to be the next CQR. It almost sounds cliche to say it's like the next AC-30, because it does, as I'm sure you've noticed by now, have the exact same sound as the AC-30. So you know, a lot of people have called it, you know, the new AC30, which, you know, I think is a decent comparison. You know, it's playable, but it's really not great. But I think it's definitely more playable than the AC30 was. You know, I think it's like a better version of the AC30, and obviously with the portability is nice. It's definitely a nice factor up at 520. You know, it makes it more fun and casual. You know, I mean, ranked is a lot of long-range battles, sitting behind walls, you know, popping out once in a while to get your shots in. You know, casual can be more of a running around the entire map type of thing, which this gun can definitely do. There's a nice close-up sitting against the wall. You know, you see fire rate isn't anything crazy, but I mean, we're getting some kills at range, doing some damage. You know, 2-star, it's not terrible for a 2-star weapon. You know, things can change a lot. Some weapons seem to go up a lot as you go up in ranks. Some weapons don't change much at all as you go up in ranks, but we'll see how this progresses as we get into the 3- and 4-star version. We got about 10 seconds left on our warehouse training match with the 2-star maxed out Tav XI. New gun, special gun alert, special cloth talk, new gun alert, I don't know. But anyways, that's the 2-star version. You know, definitely getting a little better from the 1-star maxed. You see there's the evolve to a 3-star version. We got our 2-star maxed out, we pulled another 2-star, and then we're gonna throw a, well, doesn't have to be another Tav. For any new players out there, to evolve you don't need, you know, that third Tav that I put in there. It doesn't have to be the Tav. It can be any 2-star weapon. I just happen to have one, so I threw it in there. We see now we got the 3-star. Looks like it gains a scope. And there's at level 1. Still rocking the same setup, but we'll go ahead and max it out. You see the bug. Sometimes you gotta switch weapons and then go back to your old weapon after you evolve something, or combine. I guess it would probably be the same with that, but to get your character to update it, the gun that your character's holding doesn't change right away. But anyways, now we got it maxed out. Tav XI 3 stars maxed out. You see range hits 2,000. Still nothing crazy. You know, really nothing special stats wise, and you know, really nothing special playing with it. You know, it is a fun gun, but you know, I said a couple things about it on the forums. I know, you know, several other people have weighed in with their opinions as well. You know, overall it seems like people say that, you know, it's just there. It's like in AC30, it's just there. It's like KPM 5 regular edition. It's just there. It's like I don't know what else. It's like you know, I wouldn't say like M32. I mean, M32 is completely useless, you know, unless, you know, 7-star. I mean, maybe you can get a couple kills in multiplayer with that. But, you know, any other M32 is, you know, it's just there, but it's also completely useless. The Tav XI is just there, but it's not completely useless. You know, my takeaway on it, you know, I think I said this in the Afterpulse forums, just when I had the 3-star edition maybe, which we're watching now, but you know, my takeaway is basically that after playing with the Tav XI, it just leaves me in this place of questioning what is the strength of this weapon. You know, some weapons have a crazy high fire rate, some weapons have crazy high damage, some weapons are, you know, really portable, some weapons are extremely stable, you know, accuracy, you know, I mean, all the stats, you know, some weapons just have that stat as their specialty, and you know, the Tav XI is, you know, in one word, confused or confusing. You know, it is portable, but the fire rate isn't really there. You would assume with a more portable weapon that, you know, that would usually go hand in hand with fire rate. You know, like SMG is going to be more portable, and the fire rate's going to be higher. You know, pistol, you know, the handgun, the KG-18, the MFX9 is going to be more portable, but you know, their fire rates are going to go up with that as well. So things like that, you know, since the Tav XI is portable, you know, the range is lower, which kind of goes hand in hand. The more portable things are in this game, the less range they seem to have. You know, obviously the UNK CQB Charlie is the most range for a portable weapon, but that's kind of in a class of its own, obviously. But you know, for relatively portable, for you know, the highest of portability of assault rifles, I believe, at 520. You know, I would expect it to have a higher fire rate, and you know, I guess the range is okay, but you know, it's just confusing kind of what the goal is with this weapon. You know, at the end of the day, it's just there. You know, it's playable, but it's just there. You know, you see we're evolving to the 4-star now. There it is there. Looks like I didn't really pay enough attention to what changed. Looks like we got a longer mag. Yeah, you see my player's holding the older weapon there with the shorter mag. We'll switch to get rid of that bug where it doesn't update. Now it updates. We got the longer mag, and ammo went from 25 to 35 now. So that's what changes going to the 4-star. And now we're going to jump into the 4-star review, finally. Probably be like 7 or so minutes till the end of this video. Then we'll close it out finally. There's a 4-star, range 2200, damage 2500, ammo at 35. Obviously portability, once again the same. You might have caught my loadout here. I'm rocking the 6-star PMC mountain vest now. You see we can't quite run with our setup, even with the KG-18 out. We got our Foxtrot helmet, Foxtrot pants, PMC mountain vest. You know, I love this setup for a longer range weapon. You know, this is a great setup for LMGs. You know, you might want to go with the PMC mountain pants when you are rocking an LMG, because they have the portability boost. But if you don't care about that, then, you know, and if you want the stun protection, you know, go with the Foxtrot pants. I love the stun protection. It's really, you know, hard to play without it, in my opinion. You know, I just love when someone stuns you and you just go ahead and kill them anyway. You know, it really gets me a few pivotal gameplay kills that can really change the match, in my opinion. But I figured I'd try the setup out with the Tav. You know, it is a bit portable, so you know, if you go with a lower portability weapon and you go from light urban vest to PMC mountain vest, which is 60 points less in portability, you know, then you're really moving slower. But you know, I figured I'd try it since the portability is higher on the Tav XI. And you see, obviously, we were moving slower. We're not running too much. We're trying to actually train in this match, see how we can do with it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think I would go urban vest, light urban vest with the Tav XI. Just because the range really isn't there, and you're going to have to move a little bit to get to your targets. And we'll play a multiplayer match after this training match to show you that. Well, actually, I'll still be rocking the PMC mountain vest in the multiplayer match, but you know, I would save the lower portability gear setup for a longer range, you know, higher powered weapon. You know, that sounds pretty obvious, but you know, I don't know. This still isn't a terrible setup. You see in training here, you know, we had some decent range. We'll go for the ultimate range test from under the stairs here. You know, not bad. You see, we can do some stuff here. You see, like right there, damage is pretty low for you know, that amount of range. You know, once you hit that distance, the damage seems to go down a lot. You know, 4-star maxed out, 26, 1 and 7 against level 40 bots. You know, It's pretty bad. I mean, I don't, it's not terrible for a 4-star weapon, but it's nothing special. At the end of the day, if you want to build one of these for fun, go for it. Jumping into multiplayer here, but it's not going to be your go-to weapon. Even a 7-star max, you probably wouldn't even take into ranked play. I don't know. I mean, almost any good is decent at 6 stars, but it's just not going to beat your A500s and things like that. So keep that in mind. We're in our casual match here. 8 and 71 trying to do a trick shot or something. That was pretty cool. He was spinning pretty fast. But you see, not bad. Let's see. That's decent. That's a good kill right there. Got the guy on the top platform. We're not too far away. It's like a mid-range-ish kill. Killed him quick enough for a 4-star maxed out. It's not bad. Not bad. There's a close range against looks like a HMG Alpha, so it's pretty good against a higher fire rate weapon. That's pretty good there. You see, we'll really test out the range here, and the accuracy as well. Let's see. I mean, it's tough. He probably would have got 2 kills there with the A500. But I mean, you see there, we picked one off. That's obviously we weren't hitting them a lot, but the shots that did connect did some damage. So it's got potential. It's not terrible. Let's see, head to head, kill for kill. It was that's an Alpha, 5-star HMD 24 Alpha. I don't know what this guy's doing. Is there a sniper up there or something? This guy's hiding out. Oh, he's behind us. Okay. I guess our teammate stunned him. I guess that's why we're still alive. Thanks, teammate. There he goes, our savior. Let's see. There's a good kill there. That guy probably could have escaped to fire. We didn't kill him that quick, but he stood there a second too long, and we were able to take him out. A great example of this weapon. It's not going to kill insanely quick, but it can get some kills. We're having some fun in casual. I totally did not see that guy. Remember, I mean, you're watching my screen, but you got to remember my thumbs are on the screen as well, and this is a iPhone SE, which is the same exact screen size as a iPhone 5S, or same exact screen size as display size as a iPod Touch 6th generation. So keep that in mind as you're watching my videos. My thumbs are covering a good portion of the screen here, so it's kind of painful sometimes watching these videos back, and I'm like, oh, that guy's right there in the left side of my screen, but then I think of where my thumb was in that situation. My thumb was right above, covering that guy up. So another reason, I've said it before, but another reason why it might be nice to try out an iPad. Maybe iPad users, bigger screen users might have an advantage in situations like that, but I don't really have any trouble remaining competitive. Obviously, I'm not the best player in the world, but I can hold my own out there. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not here to make excuses. Looks like we got a hit on our stun. There's the lovely J at T with that Alpha again. Pretty hard to win that fight. 10 seconds left. We'll do the ultimate range test. See if we can hit anyone from this far. It's just not stable enough, not connecting. Doesn't have that much range. Not gonna get kills from there. But 10-4-1, obviously it's casual. Obviously say it in all my lower weapons reviews, things like that. That game could change a lot based on who's in the game, but we'll show you the 5-star preview real quick. Looks like the stock just fills out at the end there on the left side in the preview picture. Nothing crazy exciting. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. You know, nothing special, but you know, it might be fun to mess around with. And thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next video.